There was times where hope, well, would be hope. The digger at the fore would hold the shovel, and slowly, like always, the mother would come out right from the box, like a jack-in-the-box, trying to understand exactly the box itself. The question, was there life? And if there was life, what type of life was there after the box? That was a mystery. Always trying to understand the box. Slowly, the digger would take out oblivion from the box, in a sense. And just like that, down a dragon's throat, like always, look upon the box itself and the hole in the ground. The digger would take out oblivion, and slowly she would stand up with pumps, stockings, and then what? A miniskirt, tight, and always on top of that skirt was what exactly, huh? The remnants of what? A graveyard in a sense, a tire, what? Earth, worms, disgust in a sense. Mercy was called the penguin in a sense. And what is a penguin? The penguin itself was what? Something what? Someone called a Jew in a sense. Or better yet, what? Something more, something less. Always the penguin would come out in some ways and jump right into Hope's arms. Always you would look upon that thing and look upon it. That is Mom. Huh? What do you mean? That's Mom. I'm telling you the truth. That is Mom. But then again, why was she called the mother? And that's where things became quite conflicted, like always. Trying to understand who the mother was oblivion. Yet, the digger, like always, she on the shovel, quietly, that was his wife. Understanding the wife was always just something of confliction, in a sense. She was just that. Death, in a sense. Looking right down the hole of a grave, in a sense. Who was in the box? And that was the question. Was there life after the box? And that's where things became quite conflicted. Understanding what the box was. And then, of course, she would always ask the same thing with what? Stiletto heels? Clack, clack, clack on the shovel. Looking right down the ground itself. And then, like always, who is this? The digger would hold her on the shovel. Madam, please, don't you know the business of burial? This is what it is. You must understand what it is. And if you did, then why are you there? Always on the shovel, the mother would try to look down at the poor soul about to be buried, in a sense. And then understanding, the question was always the same. I don't know who this is. The protest came from the mother on the shovel. Like shit, in a sense, trying to understand the maggots on what? On the shovel? And the shovel was what exactly, huh? The shovel was life. And then, like always, at the bottom side of the shovel came hope, in a sense. And when she came down the shovel, always staring down in wonderment. The wonderment of the shovel, and then the hole in the ground, and then the casket. Understanding what? You want to debate me? Is that it, hope? Huh? On the shovel was oblivion. A fan, an advocate of hope. On the shovel, on the upside down of the shovel was hope. Trying to be advocate for the hopeless. And the hopeless, and then hope, and then the box. Hope. You want to debate me on life? Is that it? You want to say the ground is just that? The end of the ground? You want to say what heaven has? You want to say what hell has? Is that it? And on the other side, the bottom half of the shovel, hope. With what? The penguin, the Jewish child, in a sense, holding the child, well, close to the breast. I don't come to debate you. I just come to offer hope. These are the times that some would say a game of four, a reckoning in a sense. Trying to understand the four was always just that. Quietly above the shovel was the mother understanding the four in a sense. You want to play a game of four, is that it? You want to debate me on four? You want to say what? Quietly, the fifth in a sense. She was quiet. A narrative understanding the four was just that. Science left it just like that. She could not say anything else. The penguin, always a child of ash. Ash, like always. It came from the firebird. Oh, yes, a bomb in a sense. But the mother was more than a bomb. She was oblivion. Understanding what that was just always a mystery. Understanding the box was the grave in a sense. Trying to understand the end of days in a sense. But what kind of end of days was it? The man in the box, or the woman in the box, and a wooden box, trying to understand what the box was itself. And then trying to understand what? To be cryptic in a sense? And then what? Quietly. The digger, like always. On occasions, what exactly, huh? She would summon out the tree of life in a sense. Why must you summon me like this? Hope? Why? You want to say what it is? You want to say what that thing is beyond what this box is, huh? The hole in the ground? Is that what you want? You want to know what's above? If I told you it was above. The saints and what? The trees of life, in a sense. And if I did it, hope. What would you do? Summon what? The crown of life itself. And if you did, hope. What do you want to debate me with, huh? You wanted to say that I don't believe in saints, that I don't believe in above, and I don't believe in below. And if I did, child, you want me to be like this? You want to say what? At the four, at the stone, that hope does not exist, huh? You want to play games of four? Chance? Is that what you want to do? And if I did it, and I told you five, to lie under the grace of God in a sense, what would you do, Hope? Huh? What do you expect? You want me to be what? A saint? A king? A devil? Oblivion, like always, would listen to higher hopes. On what? Occasionally she would do it. Oblivion would appear on the branches of what? Honey, don't get carried away. You want to be what exactly? On the tree of life? Always above the saints. Oblivion would speak like what? Hope. I've always called you a small church on your knees. What? You want to know what's above the branches of life? Do you? You want to do all the things and understand what it is? Hope. When I tell you the box, and I tell you the hole, and I told you, if I said it was, and I gave it all the things and told you what it was, what would you do? Would you raise up the dead? And if you could raise them up, what would they do? Indeed. You want to know what? These are the last days? Is that it? You want to understand what to preach in a sense? You want to understand what the masses want to know? And when they know what it is, what will you do with it, Hope? Huh? Will you raise them up on these latter days in a sense? And if I told you that's a joke, huh? What would you do? Always oblivion would come down from the tree in a sense. Right back down to the ground. 4-1, which meant 5. But of course, to lie under the grace of God was what? Blasphemous. And still, like always, the problem was the same. Hope would touch the ground, put down the penguin, and then touch the hole again. And like always, hope, the tree of life, back to what? The digger, like always. Gently, right back down to the ground. You want the miracles? You want what? Huh? You want to understand the business of burials? You want to understand what? No hope at the stone. You want to touch the stone and then what? Raise them up. Is that what you wish? And then understanding what to raise up the dead. What will you do with it, Hope? Huh? What will you do? And if I could do it, I would have done it. Slowly, like always, the hole filled. The mother retreated right back down to the two in a sense. And what was two? An hour hand that moved so slow. Always the digger filled the hole. Slowly, hope let down mercy in a sense, known as the penguin in a sense. Slowly, mercy down to the ground. The eyes blazed like black coals in a sense, right at hope. Do you want me to say what? That there's nothing more than this ground of shit? Is that what you wish? And if I said it, and that's all there was, do you wish me to be what? Faith? Down to the knees, straight to hope. The small Jewish child, in a sense, looking right upon the thing called hope, in a sense. She wept. Ash, I have come this way, so far, to see you this way. Stymied, because you do not believe in anything at all, do you, hope? You wish to be what? A beacon of hope? And if I could say it to your face, I would always pray for hope, in a sense. I would do it. Gently, like always, down on the knees. Hope, a small church. Try to touch a thing called mercy, in a sense. Trying to understand mercy was always just that. To try to calm her. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what existence is. But if I could do it, if I had a chance to touch your face and calm your tears, in a sense, I would. Slowly, she picked up the ash, known as shit. Picked a child up called what? A child from Dachau, a child from Auschwitz, in a sense. She picked it up. The child, like always, blazed with what? Ash, in a sense. Eyes black as coals, and kissed the face of hope, in a sense. Trying to understand at the floor, at the stone, was a thing called hope. Looking upon what? And then trying to understand the significance of hope. At the floor, at the stone, was a thing called hope.